I've never done the intro before, have I?
Oh,
I
I'm sure
don't know
I'm
what
sure
to
you've done it
say.
before.
Hi, everybody. We're the Penis Games podcast.
Yep.
True.
I
Can I
don't
get
know.
a true? Can I get a freaking true? Everyone, everyone listening at home, make sure you comment on the podcast and give us
Yeah.
a true.
Just to make sure that we're right, because it might not be true. So
I really don't know what is the podcast still named Penis Games?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
The handle for the handle on Twitter isn't yet, but yeah.
Why isn't it
Yeah.
Penis Games yet?
Because I didn't want to change the profile picture and the handle at the same time. I wanted to
That's
like give us. I
true.
wanted to like give it a little bit to settle in. I'll change it. I can change it here soon though.
Okay. Anyway, we have a fucking great show for you guys today.
Yeah.
Great fucking show. Great fucking show.
Mhm.
Starts grabbing my fucking skull.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Um,
great.
First things first. Did you all file your taxes?
I did not file my taxes. I think I'm okay though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't file either.
No.
I think it's
Nope.
gonna be alright. Well, like,
I didn't file.
nobody told me to, so, like, isn't that like, I don't know, like, if nobody
Yeah.
told me to, like, what am
You
I
just
supposed to do?
assume your parents did it.
Mhm.
What?
Mhm. So
What
your
did you
parents
just
didn't.
say?
You just assume your parents did it.
No. What?
No,
I
I
mean,
think the
yeah.
government, like, just can't like, they would've told me if I should have done it.
What do you what?
What? What? What the fuck?
Well, they didn't say.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
Anna, you have to I didn't do my taxes because I didn't want to, but you have to do your taxes.
Um,
Yeah, you have to at least file them. Like it doesn't matter like if it's incorrect or like whatever or like
well, I
if
think
you
they
paid
would've
it or
said
not, you
something.
have to file your taxes.
I just didn't file
Mhm.
this year. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just I'll do it next year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Kill me?
I mean, I was very close to not doing mine. I did mine like the night before like the deadline. And also I got gate kept from the IRS website because to log into the IRS website to get your tax transcripts and whatever, you have to log in through like an identity verification system and I kept on fucking up the verification. It took like all night.
Tied to do your identity? Your identity?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to verify my identity with a passport that's like I should be talking about this publicly. I was trying to verify my identity with like a passport from 2017, and you have to like scan your face.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
dude, I have a funny story about that too.
yeah,
In one of my, actually there's no shame in this. I
mhm,
was going to make an OnlyFans account to yeah,
yeah,
to do stuff on there. Um like sell pictures of my body,
yeah.
and my facial scan, they just didn't take it cuz my ID,
Damn.
I'm like a neck beard. Uh
Oh yeah. Hmm.
so like you've seen my pre-transition photos. So I look like that in my ID. And when I was trying to verify my identity on OnlyFans, they were like, are you sure about that?"
Yeah, I did it like a billion times. It was like aggravating, and so I had to get on like a video chat with like a real person who had to verify.
I tried to get like a real person to help me, and I emailed their support, and they were like, "You're gay and stupid.
Yeah.
Get a new ID." I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah, actually, maybe you should get a new idea.
why?"
Um,
You should get a new
yeah,
ID.
yeah.
I like
So,
having
so
my
it can have
ID.
so it can have the nice Chinese star on it, the real ID star that indicates you're coming
My
home with a swath of
my
Chinese
my ID has a
civilization.
real ID star on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a real ID. I got mine in 2017.
Don't when do they expire?
Let's
I
keep
thought
on giving out personal information.
Well, it's not no one's gonna fucking get my ID from my ID expires in a year.
well, you might as well renew it, like, whenever,
Yeah,
or
but then
can
I have to, like, get cute for my ID photo, and it's fucking
it
annoying and
Yeah.
gay.
that's a myth because it's impossible. It doesn't work like that.
No, I think I can look cute in a ID photo, I think,
They
but I could be wrong.
they rig it against you on purpose.
How?
I don't know, I'm lying.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Well, it's just something like the camera's focal length or something is it makes you look bad, or the lighting, I don't know, but nobody looks good in their
My the my driver's license that I got updated probably sometime in the summer, like June or whatever. I look like a weird version of my mom. It's really bad.
Yeah, it just license photos are always fucked up. Who is that celebrity that, like, rented out a whole
Oh,
DMV?
that was Kim Kardashian, wasn't it?
It sounds true.
Yeah.
Just for, like, renting out a whole DMV just to take a license photo, I have to say,
Honestly, but
I can't hate
like if you're that rich, right? And you're that like it's like if you're like a Kardashian and like everything about you is perfect, but then your driver's license is fucked, that would probably ruin your entire life.
mhm. So
Mhm.
basically, she had no choice not to do that. She had to.
Yeah.
My my license I actually have to get my God, how do you do that? How do you get a new license photo?
I don't know.
You
I
just, like, go
actually
to the DMV and say, "I need a new license," or,
I don't
like,
know.
tell them I lost my license?
I think you can just renew it. Like, you can just try and get the license renewed or some I don't know. I got my temporary driving license, and they never sent it to me. So
Because
I'm
my,
just
like
using, like, the paper that they gave me, and it's really annoying.
every time I, uh every time I fly I'm flying next month, so I actually have to do this soon. I, like, get held hostage by TSA because the Atlanta airport, they have, like, facial recognition that they use. So I this keeps going back to facial recognition. I keep getting fucked by TSA's facial recognition.
Yeah.
Like they hold me hostage. I'm not even kidding. Last time I flew, they held me hostage for like 40 minutes trying to
Yeah, you
confirm my
you really
identity.
gotta you really gotta get a new license photo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably do. Anyway, file your taxes. I think they accept late taxes, right?
Well, I think that
Uh
if I had to do them,
I wouldn't
they
know.
would've told
I'm
me.
not a CPA. I'm not a tax attorney.
Oh my god. That's so bothersome. Why aren't you a fucking CPA? Instead, you're in my profession,
I don't know.
dude.
Speaking of identity verification, if you're on Spotify, you need to update your demographics.
Oh
You
yeah,
need to
That is
update your
true.
gender.
I was looking at our demographics the other day on Spotify,
Spotify is
and
somewhat good, but if you look at like the overall, like it's something like 84% of
60
people have their gender.
percent male.
Yeah, but if you include like other services like I think YouTube that we're on now and like Apple Music, I think we're on like another place or whatever, like the entire metrics, it's like 84% of people still have their gender marker as male on like listener demographics, which is
Well,
it can't be real. It can't
mhm.
be.
Some of those people, sure, might
You know
be
Actually,
what?
it,
I
but
struggle to imagine that we even have like one. Like
We
No,
we
no,
have
that
some
I
men
know for a
listeners for
fact.
maybe we
sure.
have
I
like
know for
3.
a fact that we have men that listen to us.
Mhm.
Because I did a demographic survey for my Twitter account,
Yeah.
and it was like a 30-30-30 split between man, woman, and other. Or I think it was like 45-45 and then other.
Yeah.
So there are a good decent amount of men who fuck with people like us.
Yeah. I know
Mhm.
you go crazy on like trans mask Twitter.
I do?
Yeah.
I believe
I
that.
I
Mhm.
had no clue. Am I like do I give off actually I don't know if that's
I
offensive.
no, I think my trans mask coworker has retweeted you before.
Do I just give off like small
Maybe
bean
more than
energy?
twice. Well, I think it's like
Is
just
that
like
offensive to
I think it's
say?
just like
I
trans people stick together like generally.
I
Like
think
even
that
though it might
might
not
be
seem like that.
it might be a little offensive.
Wait, fuck, has my mic been fucked the whole time?
No, we
Kinda.
heard you, sorry.
Your mic is you sound kinda bad, but
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you
oh,
now it's
wait.
not
Oh
as
my god.
bad.
Now Morgan's in
Oh,
HD.
Yeah.
yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
I thought your mic was just bad.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
No, you're good. It's welcome back, Morgan. Oh my
Mhm.
god. Morgan's back.
We're all back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, we just had to cut off the first 13 minutes of the episode. Now I'm playing.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
It was good. It was good. What were you on about?
Um,
Uh
Texas?
did you see
Taxes.
the UK Supreme Court's ruling?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the mold one.
Mhm.
The mold one.
Yeah, that's so cursed. Like as bad as it is in like I shouldn't gloat cuz things are probably just gonna get just as bad.
It's probably gonna be worse here.
Mhm.
I think
So,
that
yeah.
like UK they are like terrible and stuff, but I think
Yeah.
they're too like civil to
Well,
like
the problem with the UK is that like turf stuff has permeated like left-wing politics and centrist politics and like is across the political spectrum. Whereas this is my impression by the way. Whereas in the United States that's really not the case. And also like turfs are an outgrowth of the feminist movement in the UK that didn't get the memo about like intersectionality. So,
and now everything fucking sucks.
yeah.
Everywhere. It's awful.
Uh did did you see fucking J.K. Rowling is like on Twitter like posting images of her like smoking a cigar saying
Dude,
like I love it when a plan comes together. Like she
Yeah.
orchestrated this.
I hate her, but that image is so cool.
It's not
It's
cool.
it I hate her and I think she's a
Wait,
terrible fucking piece of shit, but that image is so cool.
did you see Glinner and his alt in the replies?
No.
Okay, so underneath the picture J.K. Rowling posted, definitely not Glinner, responded and said, "You and at Glinner rock. Thank you for the support." And after it, like his actual verified account says, "Sadly, even though I've defended her constantly throughout all this, J.K. pretends I don't exist. But thank you for the mention."
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so grim.
Hmm.
You guys
Yeah.
you guys have to I
Yeah.
don't know. Find real life community if you can as like a transgender shorty listening.
Yeah.
Um log off a little bit. Logging off is actually fucking
Yeah.
I love logging off.
I logged off earlier.
You logged off?
I logged off.
The second that I log off, like crazy stuff starts happening.
Do you know that the best part about logging off is logging back in?
Oh yeah. The last time like I logged off like Discord and Twitter, I'm like, and like stop paying attention to the news. I'm like, this is great. And then like at work, it's like somebody shot the president, somebody shot Trump. Yeah. So, but I guess
Oh
I just think
no.
it just feels like that because something is like always happening, and like the thing that's happening is always way more ridiculous and insane than the last thing that happened.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Island Girl?
Mm-hmm.
This is Glimmer's account.
Like confirmed?
It's gotta be. Right?
Is there
Um,
any evidence at all besides that random
definitely.
tagging?
Even
Hold
if
on.
it's not, like Glenner is like way more pathetic. Like that's not outside of his toolkit
Oh,
for someone
I
as pathetic as
actually
him.
I believe that it could be true. I have no idea.
Mhm.
A lot of the people in like the right wing movement are little freaks. And
Yeah.
they have like 20 million accounts that they it's like all the same 20 people.
Yeah. All geographically located within the United Kingdom.
Yeah, and they all like touch each other and
Mhm.
eat each other's ears out and shit. Sorry, that was uncouth
Is
as
that
fuck.
is that something that's like popular now? I've been seeing a lot about it. It kind of feels like you kind of started the trend.
Dude, I feel like once people figured it out, it I don't know, dude. I I I sorry, I'm getting a little flustered. It's really good. If
Yeah.
you guys have never experienced it,
Isn't that
you
like the like where the whole like ASMR thing like happens? Like people buy those like ear-shaped microphones and then like look at the inside of
I
the
don't know
ear.
about that. I'm not into ASMR. I think that like
You're into
more so
like
the
you're not the sound
physical
of the yeah, not the sound of the
like
ear licking, but the ear licking, yeah.
the physical sound of or the physical act of someone like close to me, close enough to like put their and it's like a vulnerable position. I don't know. Maybe am I like a freak or something? Is this too much to talk about?
No, I
I
don't think
don't
so.
know. I'm just not informed on the ear thing.
Mhm.
Like I've heard people defend it. I've heard
No,
people say it's
I heard
bad.
I sometimes I'm like I have no idea what people are talking about, but I heard this and then I thought about it for a second and then I was like, okay, well if my ear was clean, that would probably feel like good as fuck.
Yeah. I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I wouldn't it's
Not that I
not
have
weird.
any experience getting my ear licked or licking other
well
people's ears.
certainly I don't think it's weird,
Well,
but
I've never had sex, so I wouldn't know anything about it.
Right, right.
I'm Volcel now.
Mhm.
If you guys
I support vol cells.
thank you. Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
I just think that you know, I I'm saving myself for marriage.
Oh. Well, I
Oh?
still support you.
What was that? Oh, you sounded disappointed in
Well,
my
it's
decision
just
for chastity, to be chaste.
it's it's waiting till marriage is just it's a bit silly. Cause what if you marry somebody and then like
If you're honestly, if you're doing like ear stuff with another person, I don't think you can really call yourself a virgin.
that's I agree with that.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I've
That's
like
lesbian sex.
I've never like quote unquote I had sex, I guess.
Mhm.
Well, it
But
depends
like
on how you define it, right?
I've done hand stuff and shit and ear stuff.
Yeah.
Is that
So sex. Yeah.
It depends. It's very like it depends. It's very situational, I believe. Like you really, I don't know if there's like any hard rules really.
butthole sex scares me.
Um,
Can I say that? Is that like too uncouth?
You can say it.
It's
I
gone
wouldn't say
it's gone popular nowadays. It's like
I wouldn't say I'm afraid of it,
it's
but
probably more
like
straight
I
people are really familiar with it.
I don't know anything about it.
Like I don't know. It's spooky. What if something bad happens? What if something bad happens?
Like what?
I don't know.
I I don't think it's particularly like I don't think you're chancing
I think
a
it's just
bad
that for
thing.
one party it requires a lot of work.
Yeah, cause like
Wait,
I,
which party?
What party do you think?
Well,
I
it
feel like
depends on the
One
work.
bottoming, of
I feel like
course.
I'm not outing myself as a bottom. I feel like that's pretty obvious. But like the act of bottom prep is just so scary and daunting and annoying.
Why? I don't know what bottom prep is, but I gotta imagine that like it's
I mean,
energy intensive to be the
surely
top two.
you can't just go in without prep. You know that, right?
Well, I don't know
You know what comes out of your butthole?
what.
Poop.
Yeah, but you're supposed to clean your butt.
Exactly. And you know what you have to do to clean your butt? You have to like put something inside of there and flush it out.
Yeah, you have to like douche and you
Oh,
have to like you have to like diet properly.
what do you have to diet? Like are there foods you can't eat?
I don't have the list on me right now.
You're telling
Audience,
me you don't have it
audience,
memorized?
uh, everyone, make sure that you comment with your favorite bottom friendly meals so that we can
Yeah.
talk about it next episode. I'll re-download Grinder and find some guy
And
to
then
sleep with, and I'll test out your theories.
there's like that fucking like medicine, like that over the counter medicine that people in 4chan say you're supposed to like uh drink or whatever and it like cleans you out.
You gotta.
Magnesium.
This is some
I'm not
bullshit.
sure
There's
what it
no way
is.
you need medicine to have anal sex. I just don't believe that.
Well, no, it clears out your intestine. So
They're not getting all the way up in the intestine, are
listen,
they?
this is for some people this is a way of life.
Well, but like,
It's like yeah.
I don't understand.
Mhm.
I thought your intestine was like an organ. That
Your lower intestine. I think lower, yeah.
Does the penis reach the lower intestine?
What? Well, no, but it's I mean
Then
that's
why does it
where
matter if it's dirty?
All right, enough butthole talk.
Sorry.
are we gonna have to are we gonna have to pull up like a fucking graph? A
No,
fucking
no,
chart?
no. All of the people in this call are all virgins, and we've all never
Mhm.
had sex. So
When I was in health class in like the 8th grade, I think I might have told this before, but my health teacher made like put a what do you call it? Like not a projector, uh but anyway, she put up like a big picture of a penis on the smartboard. Like a big chart of the penis on the smartboard, and she handed me like a stick and she was like, "Okay, now now map out all the different areas of the penis." And I had to do this in front of all my classmates.
What the hell is a smart board?
Smartboard is like
don't
a
worry about it.
chalkboard.
Don't worry about it, sweetie.
And I was like this. I had to be like, "This is the vas deferens. This is the seminal vesicle." It was really embarrassing. No, it wasn't.
Genuinely,
It wasn't so much embarrassing. I was trying really hard not to laugh.
Would you have gotten in trouble if you laughed?
Oh yeah,
Damn.
yeah. She was like a field hockey player who had a knee injury, Italian American, and she got like and she like gained some weight, but she was like very 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 like butch lesbian, and she was like she's cool though. I fuck with her.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
butches scare me in like a
Yeah,
deep, respectful way. As in, I have so much respect for them. I'm
yeah.
afraid of them.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't
Mhm.
really understand what a butch is. Truthfully.
I used to be so scared of women, and now I'm not scared of women anymore.
I am afraid of women. I'm deeply afraid
I'm
of
not scared.
women.
I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of guys sometimes.
I would say I'm equally afraid of everybody a small amount.
I think that like as someone who dates both men and women, dating men is significantly easier than dating women for me.
Hmm.
Significantly.
I've only dated women. I'm serious. I don't know what a butch is, but like I've been called one. So like
I don't think that's true. No offense.
well, it is. I have been called one. I don't know what it means
Okay,
though.
maybe you dress like one, but I don't think that's really true.
Well, what does it mean?
Yeah, Morgan, what does it
What are
mean?
we doing here? Why are we having like?
Well, I'm curious because I don't know.
This is like what Republicans think is going on in like classrooms, like with fucking seventh graders, like teaching them about like gay sex and butches.
Dude, this is an educational podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like educate. Oh my god, dude. What are we doing? What are we doing?
This is like in
don't-
the Simpsons where Bart picks up like the lesbian magazine and he asks he asks Marge like if he's a butcher or a femme.
Well,
I think Bart would be a butch.
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, I've seen the way he dresses in the Simpsons.
There's the one Simpsons character that's like canonically like transgender.
What?
Like in the future, like Lisa Simpson time travels, and the one character is, he's like the nerd character, not Millhouse.
Ralph.
Yeah,
They do
no,
that
not Ralph, not Ralph. He's like the preppy, like a nerd
Oh,
kid.
yeah, I know that kid.
Simpsons.
They do that same bit.
Although it is implied, that I think it is implied that Millhouse has is gay. No, it's Martin Prince.
Martin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do the same bit, I want to say like 10 times in Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bit.
probably.
I forget that you're a
where-
Family Guy historian.
Well, I wouldn't call myself a historian. I'm just slightly knowledgeable, but I feel like there's been like several episodes where they go into the future and Meg is like a man.
Yeah, that is actually an episode. I do know which one you're talking about.
Well, and Peter is FTM in
What?
some episodes.
Wait, what? What are you
Yeah.
saying?
Peter is female to male in some episodes.
Is this real?
Yeah. That's
I
true.
feel like every Family Guy character is cross-dressed, like at least once.
That's not what I said though.
The Simpsons at least has like like some kind of continuity. Like when fucking Flanders' wife fucking just died.
Well, Brian died. He got brought
Dude,
back.
spoilers!
He got
Spoilers!
resurrected.
I'm sorry. I'm very
He
sorry.
died and he got replaced by fucking He
The-
got
the fa-
replaced
it's-
by Tony
the-
Sirico doing like an Italian dog. Fucking
You guys
Polly
are
from
fucking-
The Sopranos.
You guys are fucking spoiling Simpsons for our audience. No!
That was it was Family Guy.
You guys are spoiling Family Guy for our audience. No!
If you got spoiled on Family Guy, you should just go watch American Dad. It's the better show.
You love what is that
God.
guy's
Seth
name?
MacFarlane. His
You
name is
love-
Seth MacFarlane. I've seen some of the Orville too.
Yeah, it's
You
really
love Seth
some-
MacFarlane.
okay.
He's a funny guy. I
Okay,
don't know what
do
to
we
say.
think Seth MacFarlane is gay or not?
He's not gay. He's maybe bisexual, but
Yeah.
he is at the very least attracted to women.
Yeah.
And
Some
I will
people
not.
have like really bad gaydar, and they can't tell when like a straight
He's
man is
probably
just like
just metrosexual.
himself.
Well, I think that
People
there's
think
been
like
a
because he's
Have we
he's into show tunes and can sing, like he's
have
gay.
we lost the what have we lost the ideals of metrosexualism in males?
well,
Yeah.
I think
People think like Pedro Pascal is gay just because like
No, metrosexuality is just the default.
what, because he has a mustache.
yeah, just because he's like not insane and weird and schizo like most straight men are.
What?
What?
But I feel like that's not.
Just like because he can like get down and he has a sensitive side.
Who
People
amongst
do
us
think sensitive men.
has not actually sensitive white boy is
Like
like a dog whistle now.
Is
I used
it?
my sister and I used to have like really protracted arguments because she would insist that Shawn Mendes is gay and I'm like no, like
Who's Shawn
he's
Mendes?
just Canadian. He's like a Canadian pop star.
He's just Canadian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being
Yeah,
Canadian.
exactly. Yeah.
I would say that like most people who you would expect to be gay just are not gay.
I would say that that's depends on how on your method of detecting gayness.
I mean, do you have sex with men as a man? Yes, no, yes, you're gay. No, you're not gay. I, I,
Well,
fe- I feel like it's
that's
like
true.
that's what the metric should be. Do you have sex with people of the same
I
sex
I
or gender? Gender, not sex. My bad. Like, am I wrong in that assertion?
Mhm.
I'm running some numbers here.
I have pretty good gaydar. I would say that my gaydar is like if a cis gay guy probably has like let's set his gaydar at the max.
I
Like 10. I probably have like an 8 or a 7.
I'm not very informed. I will start with that, but I do believe that some people would say that you can be gay and asexual if you're romantically
What?
interested
Oh, okay.
in asexual but not aromantic. You would still
This makes
be,
this does I know I know what you mean. That does make sense.
so you wouldn't necessarily define it by who you have sex with, but rather who you are
Attracted
attracted
to.
to.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts.
Facts.
Sure.
Did you see Vincent Gallo is making a movie with Sofia Gascon from Amelia
Who's
Perez?
who are those people?
Vincent Gallo is like a filmmaker, director. He did he directed Buffalo 66 and starred in it across
I,
along with Christina Ricci.
I haven't heard of any of those
No,
movies
you never.
or
Yeah, I've
those
never heard of
people.
those either. You're
It's just
crazy and weird.
Yeah, I think those aren't real.
Yeah, you're
Someone
weird.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let us know in the
I
comments
think
section.
Vincent Gallo is like a weird like conservative now. He's kind of like been schizo the past couple of decades.
Shut it up. A little shut it up.
Yeah, but he has like artistic like inclinations, so.
Hey, rest in peace, 4chan.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh yeah,
Well,
4chan is gone.
crazy segue. Yeah.
well, I would say rest in peace, isn't it? Isn't it coming back?
The source code for the site got leaked, so I think it might be like a month before it gets back up, like at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but like a month, that's not so bad.
Yeah. I kind of miss it actually. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna browse Mew, and like I couldn't.
I've never used it. One time I tried
Wait, you've never used
to
4chan?
no, never. One time a friend was like, "Hey, can you post this for me?" and I tried to do it, and I think I messed up the caption or the captcha. Like like it wouldn't let me.
Dude, yeah, the captchas were kind of evil, like towards the
Towards
Mhm.
the end.
yeah.
So yeah, I've never really used 4chan.
You know, I also have never used it. Lies. No, I used to use it a lot. But like towards the end, I would just lurk on LGBT trying to find funny threads, and
Yeah.
I'm of the
No,
opinion that
I used to
no
I
women
used
are
to
funny.
I used to like
What?
post I used to like post on R9K when I was like 15.
You're actually funny, Morgan or Anna. So there are two funny women, and
There
they're
are tons of funny women.
I'm being misogynistic for no reason.
That's
I does
fucked up.
what I just said does not reflect my real thoughts or opinions. I love women with all my heart.
I'm very glad you
I wasn't paying attention to what
clarified.
you said, sorry.
I was being
Paige hates women.
misogynistic.
Yeah.
I do not hate women.
Mhm.
How could I
Yeah.
possibly hate women?
Yeah, I do kind of yeah. No,
I'm
Do
like
you
the
women
chaser
occupies like such a
of all
unique
time.
the
space
ethical chaser?
in like
Yes,
mhm.
Well, that's good as long as you're ethical about it.
I'm the ethical chaser. That's me.
I don't think you can call yourself really a chaser.
Why not?
Um, because like okay, so uh some of that word like it doesn't necessarily start it's not always associated with like trans people. Like it could be like Asian chaser. Like you're an Asian
Mm,
like,
that's
so like
true.
if you're Asian and you're dating another Asian person and you like would prefer to date another Asian person or like if that's just like it's easy for you, right? So you do it. You're just
Mm,
normal.
I don't
that
prefer
is
to date other trans people.
Well, I'm not saying not if even if you don't prefer it, even if that's just what's going on.
hmm.
I just happen to date a
Mhm.
lot of transgender people.
Yeah.
I
Well,
say that as though I've dated a lot of trans people. I haven't. I've
Yeah.
had
So you wouldn't be
I
a
one
chaser.
long-term trans partner.
You're just
I
normal.
I do think a lot of people say chaser and a lot of people mean different things.
Yeah.
Like some people think that it just means like a person who's interested in dating trans people, but then other
Yeah.
people have a more negative definition.
Well,
Uh,
if the word is like inherently negative and there is like a certain type of person that it definitely applies to.
Yeah,
mhm.
it's pretty sensible assertion, Anna. I think most people are just like regular. Most people who date trans women are probably just like regular.
Yeah, but then there is like a category of people that are chasers, but then the term chaser is used to describe people outside of that category.
What?
Okay, there are like shitty
No, Anna is
chasers.
spitting. Anna is spitting.
There are shitty chasers that are like they are chasers, and then there's other people that are normal that are just called chasers because people use the word to mean not
They
the
use it
same
very
thing.
flippantly.
Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
how language happens. Like it happens with pretty much everything.
Yes.
X.
Sorry, I'm fucking hitting a cigarette in my bedroom right now.
Oh
A
no.
cigarette? Just a cigarette?
Yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette indoors.
I don't hit my Benjamin in my computer room because all of my Lego is in it, and that might be bad for it.
Uh, when I was in high school, my friends and I we decided to get together for like a we decided to get together for like not a D&D session, a cyberpunk session. This is in like high school or whatever. So we did it so my parents were away. So we did it in my room and we got like mood lighting and like whatever and we were like smoking and like smoking and shit in my room while doing this long like chain smoking while doing this long ass cyberpunk campaign and my parents are really opposed to smoking, because like my granddad died from lung cancer in like 1975, like really young. And then my other my grandmother also has lung cancer from like smoking, who has now passed away but hadn't at the time. So my parents are like super opposed to smoking. And like it was fine at the time, but then the smell in my room wouldn't get away. It was just reeking. It just smelled like a dive
Yeah.
bar, and there was nothing like I could really do. And I'm like, fuck. So I literally tried everything. Like, uh, there was like a technique where you would get dry coffee grounds and like spread them across the carpet and like wait for that to absorb the smell. And you would like wipe down all the walls and shit. And then
Yeah.
you would leave out like trays of vinegar. Yeah, I must have spent like at least 16 hours, and the rest of the week that my parents were not there, and like $400 in cleaning supplies to make my
Was it worth
room not
it?
smell like smoke.
Was
Yeah.
it worth smoking in the room?
No, they were able to tell, and I just said it was like my poorly behaved friend Holden, who like is known for being like off the walls.
Damn.
Yeah.
Freaking wild child. You're a
Yeah.
freaking wild child,
I
Morgan.
know, smoking cigarettes, that's almost as bad as smoking weed.
Almost. You were a little
Yeah.
stupid though for not realizing that that would smell really
Yeah.
bad.
No,
Did
it
y'all
smelled like that for like 9 months or something. It was crazy.
Well, because it like sticks to everything,
Yeah.
right?
And sometimes it stains the walls.
Oh, well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like repeated use, it'll stain everything in there. Like if you see like people with technology or just any
Yeah.
objects at all that are smokers, it's all like really
Yeah.
yellowed.
But also, there's nothing like more satisfying than smoking indoors, like at your
Um,
desk, like smoking indoors. It's just
I could
no, I don't
believe
get it.
it, but I don't know.
y'all see the Minecraft movie?
I know I was gonna see it, and then I saw a tweet that said Jack Black was a Zionist and it had a source. So I did not see the movie because of that.
Is he really a Zionist?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So you know how he was in the band Tenacious D?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in this band Tenacious D for like, oh god, like 25 years or something. I think since the 90s or maybe like earlier.
Wait,
And
I thought the Tenacious D thing was nothing. I thought it was not real.
no, it was a band.
Well, no, but I thought like people were mad at him because he threw his band member under the bus, but I thought like they were in on it. Like he just
I'm if that's true, I'm not familiar with it. The story I'm familiar with is that they were doing a performance and his band member was like Free Palestine or whatever, and then Jack Black like immediately threw his member under the bus and like stopped associating with him, and like they disbanded the band. He's like, I don't condone what so and so like said or whatever. It's like, okay.
see, I could be totally wrong here, but the information that I heard was that like they didn't really have beef. Like he was just like taking the heat for so he didn't get like canceled off of the movie he was on. But also he did tweet like or he posted like Instagram like the Israel flag on October 7th, I think. So he does suck for that.
I had no clue. Man, now I feel bad for watching the Minecraft movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're still gonna talk about it.
Uh,
Just because like removing Jack Black from this situation, he's a Zionist, he's a shitty person. There's like I've never seen a movie with this cultural zeitgeist around Zoomers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Like,
guess
have you
this
guys
style.
seen?
Chicken Jockey.
have you seen the videos of the Zoomers in the movie theater, like,
Those are
fucking
awesome.
screaming? That happened at my showing.
Yeah.
I went with a freaking Foyd to go watch. Can I say that word?
Yeah, you can say that.
You.
Can I say that word, Foyd?
I don't
Yeah, you can say
know.
that.
The jury's out.
That's not even of course you can say it. It's not even a real word. It's a contraction of a made-up word.
I saw it with a beautiful girl. A beautiful girl
Well,
took me to see that movie, and
all
actually,
words are made up, Morgan.
I actually don't feel bad for seeing it
Okay.
because we didn't pay for our tickets. So
What?
actually no money was spent to contribute towards that production. So
That
actually
is
I don't feel bad.
awesome.
We did
Yeah,
not
that's
spend money to
good.
see it. We got in through other means. So we actually nothing bad happened. No money
Yeah.
was spent towards
No,
a
that's right. You
Zionist wallet.
heard it from us. If you go to see the Minecraft movie, don't pay for your ticket.
Oh, okay. Morgan posted what happened with the Tenacious D thing. It wasn't about Palestine. He made a
It was
comment
yeah.
about Trump. So I do think that those two, I do think it's like a fake thing. Like they're chill, they're fine. But also Jack Black, unrelated, not awesome. So
Anyway, our showing had like a bunch of had like 60
Chickn.
teenagers in suits.
Oh, they were in suits?
They were in suits and they were like
Oh, brother.
screaming the entire time. And there were like multiple standing ovations. Like when Jack Black said chicken jockey, every single one of them stood up.
That's
Yeah.
really funny.
Uh,
I think the like clap or the like standing up, throwing
Like clapping
shit
or like
is
cheering or like whatever, like
It's
standing
gay.
up.
It is
I-
so gay.
Like it's fine. Like throwing
Well-
shit is or like raising the volume level to the point where like cops get called is like or like other people and other like
Movie
and
theater
other
employees have to fucking clean that shit up. It's
yeah,
gay.
that's beyond the pale. Don't do that.
But
I
if
don't
you're
really
gonna-
care about like the noise and stuff like that. I don't like the stuff on the ground because it sucks for the workers. But honestly, I just hate theaters. They suck. They're terrible.
I
So-
love theaters.
No, it's good.
However, like if you're talking during the Minecraft movie, I don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I
Well-
went to go see this. Do you guys know the Hideaki Anno movie Love and Pop?
No.
It's like it has a very sensitive subject matter with like underage prostitution. Kind of. And like it's very emotionally raw at a lot of times and people were laughing at like depictions of this high school girl getting sexually assaulted. And it really pissed me off. Like I almost started screaming at them.
Yeah, so people don't like
Yeah, you
kind
can
of
have
like
that.
don't have a sense for what's acceptable or not. Like people were doing that and people were doing that they were playing like the end of Evangelion in like our local movie theater and when like Shinji creamed in his pants like
In his
like,
hands actually.
yeah, sorry, he creamed in his hands. Like people like started laughing and like it's like okay.
Theater etiquette has gone way down.
Yeah.
Like not to sound gay, but people don't know how to operate in theaters.
Or people like are on their phones.
Yeah. Anna, I'm expecting a report for when you go see Phantom of the Menace in theaters.
Revenge of the Sith, different,
Sorry.
really good
Sorry,
movie.
I'm sorry.
They've re-released it so many times though. They
Well,
re-released it and there was like, oh, this time it's in 3D and it's like
Yeah, but this time it's being re-released. So
I'm not giving Disney any money.
Don't fuck with Anna. Don't fuck with Anna.
it's a good movie, and I want to see it just for the novelty, even though I hate movie theaters.
What's really cool is like a lot of classic like anime movies have been getting Western releases, like theatrical releases, like Vampire Hunter D was in theaters recently.
I've seen a lot of those. Princess
It's always a
Mononoke
good
was
time.
in theaters. I miss Princess Mononoke because there was a Weather Day show going on.
I So I hate theaters, but I saw Look Back in theaters, and I'm so glad I did because that was a great experience. Look
I
Back was such a good movie.
I watched Look Back with my ex-girlfriend while we were dating, and I cried for like 2 hours in her
Yeah.
room.
I watched it with my friend Phoebe, and she was not paying attention, like whatsoever.
No.
And then like suddenly,
Phoebe
like
Angel Gun 666.
halfway through, she started like sobbing.
See, it's so strong. Even if you're not paying attention,
Yeah.
it can get you.
She was like, "Oh, what?" and then started crying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cried so much, and I stayed for the like cast interview afterwards.
Oh yeah, that goes hard.
Cast interview? That was crazy.
With the director and the voice actresses.
Yeah.
No, I rate that. That's good.
What does I rate that mean?
I fuck with that.
But like,
It's
it
like the
doesn't say a
irate
score.
gamer. The irate gamer.
But I rate with an
Who's
I.
like the
It means
knockoff
like being
fucking-
mad.
No,
She
I
was just saying
rate that. I
like she does.
Well, no. I get that. I get that. But it doesn't say what you rate it. It's ambiguous. You could rate it poorly.
sorry, I was trying to I don't normally use that phrase. I was just trying to sound hip and cool, and I guess it didn't land. I'll
It's
stick to what
okay.
I know.
I haven't heard it before. It doesn't make sense to me. But maybe it's a term and I don't know what I'm talking about, and you're the genius.
Am I crazy for saying that, Morgan? Is that like a real thing? I feel like you're the most socially apt person here.
What? No. I don't
Oh.
think I've it. No, you definitely are. You would know if it's like a thing. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like say a phrase if you hadn't heard it before. Or
I
that seemed
have
very
heard that
true.
before. I have
It
heard
is
it
a
before.
real term. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Also, I have like insane speech patterns. Like I've played so much Final Fantasy 14. Like I will like literally be working like an 8-hour shift, and I will like drop the word mayhap. Or, like
You
some like
low-key
archaic
give
English. Yeah.
you low-key give off Final Fantasy final boss vibes.
Yeah.
You're kind of like Sephiroth.
We love that for you, though.
The
You're the one-winged angel.
wow. Yesterday I was imagining like me with like an English accent, and it was kind of like scary. I'd be like so like condescending. I would sound so annoying.
Did I
And,
do
like,
the
evil.
Australian episode in an Australian accent the entire
Yeah,
time?
you did. Yeah.
I don't think the entire time. That doesn't sound true.
Oh, it was like the first 4 minutes or something.
You guys heard
That's
it. I'm
there's
pretty
a big
good at it.
gap.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I do believe you.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. You know, I feel like bit just trying to pivot the conversation a little bit. It's like a big moment for a lot of people who are edgy teenagers on the internet with the new iDubbbz content cop.
Ugh.
Massive
I
moment.
watched it. It was
You
terrible.
watched it.
It was terrible.
I don't want to. I feel like there are so many better things that I can do with my time than watch grown men argue with each other about who is and is not a terror apologist.
Well, that isn't really what it's about. And also, you definitely spend your time worse. Like,
Do I?
certainly. You, like, everybody does. Everybody wastes time. Like,
Oh, certainly.
This
so,
is like my
Everyone
thing.
listening to this podcast is wasting their time unless they're doing something
well,
else.
no, it's a great choice. But
Yeah.
he did not even like talk about the conflict in it really, like at all. Like it seemed like he tried to talk about it as little as possible.
Yeah, I'm kind of like from the Norm Macdonald school, where it's like I believe everyone involved in the story should die, but also Ethan Klein is like deserves to die more.
Yeah, well, the whole time he's just like he's saying how he thinks Ethan is a good person.
Ethan Klein's gonna fucking dox you, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like concern trolling. I don't know. Not like
May
concern trolling. Actually, it's like, Ethan, we want you back. Where
mhm.
like, but the effect of like posting a video on that is totally just blood sports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. It wasn't really funny
but also, yeah, Ethan
either.
Klein does deserve it.
Like the editing wasn't very interesting. Like it just wasn't a very good video
Yeah.
on really any
And
level.
also, at some point, you have to know that someone like that is like incorrigible. Like you can't save, like you can't you can't denouncify Ethan Klein from being like a weird like Israeli supporter.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like his wife was in the IDF.
he really doesn't
His
talk
wife has
about.
shot like at least 11 babies through the heart and skull.
Is that true?
Probably.
Okay.
That's a joke. Everyone, that's
Okay.
don't sue us for defamation.
But
Everything. This is a comedy podcast. Everything is alleged.
Yeah.
Don't take us seriously. We're internet trolls.
Yeah.
Also, this is a comedy podcast. Everything we are saying is not true.
Yeah.
This is for comedic purposes only.
Yeah, but also like iDubbbz has like fallen off, and like the past like I don't know, I feel like the past 4 to 5 years he's just like kind of like embarrassed himself on the internet.
well,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
not really sure how I feel about it because he was like shitty. He was absolutely shitty,
Well, it's
and
not like he's
so
it's not like iDubbbz is like I'm okay, I'm not super familiar with it, but like the only thing I can think of is like him trying to like get a one up on Sam Hyde and then having it totally backfire.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I don't really care, truthfully.
Yeah.
But I think his video
And
weak
also
sauce.
like doesn't he in like the content comp like have a clip of him talking to the therapist and crying?
That is true, but I'm not really sure. I don't really I'm not sure how I feel cuz
Yeah.
like people are making fun of him for that, but like I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of like internet etiquette and boundaries that people should have. Um,
Well,
that I'm the arbiter of. Yeah, I decide what's based and what's cringe.
well,
Penis Games podcast based Zionism
true.
cringe.
Yeah.
True. The
Instead
whole
of just doing a
time
podcast, we should just like have a list with like 1,000 nouns, and we just go through and just say like based or cringe.
that's a great
It's like the
idea.
Alex Jones interview where he's like patriot.
We
Well,
can
American hero.
we can do that. We
He's
can
a
do that at some
globalist.
point. For the how many
Globalist,
episodes have we
patriot.
made? Like 40 something.
Yeah, we have something like 87 hours of recorded audio, which is kind of a
Oh,
lot if you think
that
about
is
it.
a lot.
Yeah.
For the 50th episode, we're gonna do based or cringe.
Yeah.
Where we just
Yeah.
rate nouns.
Yeah, like
Alright,
strictly based or cringe.
all right. That'll be awesome.
Counter-Strike.
Cringe.
Based.
Definitely
No,
cringe.
that game is cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You lose aura by playing it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Are
not
you-
a crime to lose aura.
I think that like I don't know. I've met a lot of cool people through Counter Strike, so I appreciate that game.
Yeah,
That's true.
I can't talk crap about Counter-Strike.
Cool people
Why
like
not?
lame things all the
Or else I'll get in
time.
trouble.
You'll get in trouble. Why?
Yeah. Big CS will come after me.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking speaking of Counter Strike. I had like 10 people just open up Counter Strike on my Steam.
Damn.
That's
You know,
crazy.
believe it or not, I have a lot of people who play Counter Strike on my
Yeah.
friends list.
I
Believe it
used
or
to
not.
I used to play it and I was really bad at it. And now I bet I would be even worse because I don't very much play games.
This is an anti-gaming podcast. I'm sorry, Morgan. I know that
Yeah.
you're our resident video game correspondent. This is an
Wow.
anti-gaming podcast.
I'm actually pro gaming,
Yeah.
so I love video games. I think that there should be mandatory video game playing.
As we were recording this, I am playing RuneScape, so I
Uh-huh.
can't really say much.
So you hate video games, basically, is what you're saying?
RuneScape is spreadsheet. You
Uh,
can look at the 3 games I play. I play Guilty Gear, I play Counter-Strike, and I play RuneScape. Those are all like anti-games.
Do you think about ever how like some games are toys, some games are like art,
Dude,
sometimes it's in between?
my god. I have to have you have to have Alex on the next episode because they have like a whole 3D graph modeled based on which games are homework, chores, toys.
Mm,
It's like
yeah,
they have an entire theory, a game theory, if you will.
I would love to hear about that because it is very interesting.
We can have Alex and Oliver on again, do like a little classic Sneedsall combo.
Uh-huh.
Because they go deep in depth on what games are homework, spreadsheet, chores, toys. Like RuneScape, for example, is a spreadsheet game.
what are
This
the
game,
2 categories of game that people like
It's
just say that things are?
menus and parkour was
No.
one of the dichotomies people have made up.
menus are spreadsheets, parkour is toys. I'm
I
telling
feel
you,
like it's simpler than
spreadsheet
that.
homework. No, spreadsheet homework, chores, toys encompasses literally everything.
Can't be true. What?
Literally everything. Give
What
me a
is
game.
what is Disco Elysium?
Spreadsheet.
What? It's not a spreadsheet. I've never played it, or I know that.
It's either spreadsheet or chores.
I think that you're missing
Let me also add being spreadsheet or chores or homework is not necessarily a bad thing.
mm-hmm. Well, I'd have to think about it because like I don't know. I think there's art involved to making any game of like the making of any game at all is a craft that requires, artfulness, right? But then there's like games that like mean something and games that are just like fun to play with your friends. So,
Sure.
uh,
But
there's
they don't escape the homework, chores, toys, spreadsheets.
yeah.
It always comes back to home. Pardon me. I'm just smoking a cigarette right now. It always comes back to homework, chores, toys. Being
I'm
able to smoke
excited
indoors
for
is so
I'm
good.
excited for the Oblivion remake.
Is that real? I
Which
thought that was
one?
fake.
No, it's real.
Which one are you excited for?
Not Sky Oblivion.
Okay.
I was watching like a video about Sky Oblivion, and like it looks
What?
worse
Wait,
than
what the fuck
Oblivion.
is Sky Oblivion?
It's a mod to put Oblivion into Skyrim.
Does it work?
It's not out.
It's yeah. It's like people are like, "Oh, I want to put New Vegas in Fallout 4." I was watching a video of it, and like some parts of it look worse than Oblivion because you're taking like color schemes that are not meant for Skyrim and injecting them into Skyrim.
Well, I think that even if it looks a little bad, it's gonna be redeemable because the Skyrim is like, at this point, it's like it's make your own game. Like,
Yeah, like it's impressive, but I'm interested to see what they do with Oblivion because uh they might. I'm sure it's gonna look like ass. It's gonna look like
What is Todd Howard's vision?
the Ninja Gaiden 2 Black remake where it looks like the original game, but just like everything is off and it looks all plasticky and like too modern and sleek, and it doesn't have any of the like the grime or the atmosphere of the
Oh,
original.
dude, I hate games in UE5 because they all
Yeah,
look wet.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've
Well,
talked about how much I hate UE5 so many times on this show, just because like every game on there just looks wet.
well, but I don't think that's an inherent factor of the engine. I think that's
Yeah,
just
Anna
like
likes her games looking wet.
I didn't say that. And also, I think in the Oblivion remake, it's still in what is their engine called? I don't remember. It's still in their engine, but
Creation.
I have no idea
I
what they're doing for the Oblivion remake.
I
I think
I've
they definitely outsourced it to a different studio.
well, what I heard was that it's Unreal Engine 6, but only as like an overlay, like on top of it or below it. I don't really know how that works, but so I don't know.
Yeah. I hope like there's so much like jank in Oblivion and like weird scripting. It's kind of hard to imagine that they would recreate the game from the ground up. So I think they're like it's actually just Oblivion with a weird squeaky new coat of paint.
Mm.
I hope to God the NPCs are like ghastly looking.
I hope, yeah, I
Yeah.
hope that
I hope they
they
look
do
ugly, like ugly as like sin.
the voice acting thing that they did, where it
Yeah.
was like
They
down
have the pages with
down
no
the list.
context.
Come on, go down the list. You got to read what you
Yeah.
got to read. Or alternatively, I hope they do what they did for Skyrim, where there are like 3 voice actors total.
Yeah.
That would be great. The Skyrim, it's a problematic fave.
I played
As-
like 200 hours of Skyrim when I was in middle school.
I would like to use my Fifth Amendment right to not say how many hours I have in Skyrim.
I was watching a video essay and someone was talking about like Skyrim is my favorite games, and they were like, and they mentioned like in passing their other favorite games, and it's like when it comes to my other favorite games, and they're like 2K, God of War, Call of Duty. I'm like, okay, I understand now.
Yeah. But okay. That person is they're not like a capital G gamer. But like I
Yeah.
I mean,
do
that is
I
like the primary demographic for game studios, casual
Mhm.
gamers,
hmm
people
I
who
don't
don't give
think
a fuck.
Yeah, this person needs to be strapped to a chair and made to play Deus Ex or the first Baldur's Gate.
You know, I played the
um
first Witcher game, and that game fucking sucks dick. I
Yeah.
can't believe they made 2 more.
are you sure it's bad?
It's bad.
Yeah.
How much did you play?
I got to like the swamp.
I don't know where that is. I haven't touched it.
I
Cuz
think
I don't
I
know.
think The Witcher 3 is bad.
I've only played The Witcher 2 and it was when I was fairly young and it was just slightly too jank for me. So
Witcher
Um,
1 is quite bad.
Yeah.
But then again, I do hate video games, so take what I say regarding video games with a grain of salt, I suppose.
why do
Yeah.
you hate video games?
I just I don't find them enjoyable. I say as I'm playing RuneScape while we're recording.
Yeah.
But then
Um,
you don't hate video games.
but RuneScape like is not a video game. RuneScape is
But
like
that's not how that works. It is a game.
no. You're wrong.
That's not how it works. You can't say, "Oh, I hate movies, but I love the Minecraft movie." It's a movie.
Now, where did I say in this context that I was amicable towards the Minecraft?
You can hate something and
It's
keep doing it.
no, but that's not
Like you
what
can
they're
you can
doing.
hate Counter-Strike and like just keep playing it because
Yeah,
that's
but
what
that's
you
not the
do.
same thing. You can't like RuneScape while hating video games because it's a video game.
Says who?
Well, if you
Or
hate 90% of video games, it's like,
well, you don't hate video games. You hate 90% of them.
yeah. So video games,
So how about them video games, huh?
yeah.
We should all pivot to doing like a Jerry Seinfeld stand-up bit at the start of every episode.
What's the
But
deal?
those suck.
Those are
That's
like
why
the
they're so
those are like
cool.
the worst thing ever.
They're not the worst thing ever. They're
Yeah,
just
they
not
are
great.
really bad.
Some of them are funny.
Jerry Seinfeld's a pedophile, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Allegedly.
It's- It's sad, but sometimes
He was dating a 17-year-old, so that's not even allegedly. It's like
yeah, it's sad, but sometimes
dating a
bad
minor.
people are funny and talented.
Well, it's like, what has Jerry Seinfeld done after Seinfeld?
B movie.
That doesn't matter
A
because
B-movie?
Seinfeld was good.
Well, Seinfeld was good, and Curb Your Enthusiasm was good, and that was Larry David who was writing for
Okay,
that.
Larry David did do a lot of heavy lifting, but it's revisionist history to say that Seinfeld is 0% Jerry Seinfeld. Like
Mhm.
he's that.
And also, Jerry's character in Seinfeld is not he's not really enjoyable. He's kind of just like a foil. He's he's kind of yeah.
But he's
He's
enjoyable as a foil.
He's there to say Kramer a bunch.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny. He's funny in it. He can be a bad person. We don't need
Yeah.
to pretend that he's not
It's
funny.
funny how like during the entire show, every other episode he has a different girlfriend.
It
and
is
he's
very
made out
funny.
to be some a ladies' man and a super hot item, and it's just the most normal looking guy you could conceive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most normal
Honestly,
looking
George
guys.
is more attractive than Jerry.
Well,
Alright,
that
hold on.
depends very heavily on taste, but
No,
George
I
did
think so.
have an immaculate fashion sense. So
You are low-key smoking poop here, Morgan.
No. Even though he's overweight and balding, I think
and
I'm not
short.
I'm not averse to short, overweight, bald men.
nah.
Let me get one thing clear. I'm not averse to short, overweight, bald men.
Mhm.
And he
but-
had that shit on. He would if you look at George Costanza fits, they go crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
You are low-key smoking piss by
I'm
saying
not.
George Costanza is more attractive than Jerry Seinfeld in the show.
I'm not fucking crazy.
Oh, you make me so mad. You make me so
No,
mad. You make me so mad.
because Jason Alexander is an attractive looking guy who's just overweight and short and balding. Jerry Seinfeld is kind of just normal to freaky looking.
He's not freaky looking.
Okay, that's how I can tell you're not male attracted. That's how I know.
He's
Yeah.
literally just like a guy.
Yeah, normal to freaky looking. Yeah.
That's not. Those are. That's such a large
I'm gonna stand. I stand by this 100%. People can call me crazy.
Well, I'm not saying which one is more attractive because I think I don't know. George definitely had a better fit.
And I know George is balding, but now they're both bald. So who cares?
I don't know if I can
That's
continue
true.
doing the show. This is
Yeah.
Well, and if we consider personality, that's a huge Costanza
Where do we
win.
bring Michael Richards into this?
Kramer.
Yeah.
Well, he's the hottest of the three. I'm talking about the characters. Kramer is the hottest of the trio, without a doubt.
Kramer is the one who most resembles my dad, so it's I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got
It's off limits.
brain issues. Yeah, it's
It makes me
okay.
mad when he shows up on screen.
But isn't that part of the text? Doesn't Kramer pull so many women?
I don't think he's. I think he has a girlfriend every once in a while, but it's not it's nothing crazy.
Kramer! I like it when he says Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny. I like it when he opens the door.
Kramer! Really distressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god.
When I get mad at someone or when I'm having an argument, I don't like get scary. I slip into like the Seinfeld like trying to make a point type argument where like the pitch of my voice increases and like
That's
Be
better
honest,
than
have I
being
ever pissed
mad.
you off?
no. Nothing on the internet pisses me off.
I've never pissed
Really?
you off.
No.
I don't. You've never gotten upset as something on the internet.
No, I have a life to live like outside of like internet stuff. I don't care.
Kramer!
Kramer.
The only times I can really think of that is like when I'm arguing with my family.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Let's
I haven't even seen all of Seinfeld. I've only seen like a large
Yeah.
amount of scattered random episodes.
Honestly, I not too long ago I was rewatching it and I was like, hey, I should pick up Seinfeld again. And I went to rewatch it and I'm like, I don't
Okay.
want to be transported to the 90s.
Yeah, I think
I
that
don't want to be like mentally like in the 90s for like that's not relaxing for me.
I think a lot of people think it's like it's less funny because comedy's gotten better. But I do think that sometimes it's still really funny. Like
It is objectively really funny, yeah.
yeah, like there are some like that are just a barrel of laughter.
Mm-hmm.
let's end the show.
All right.
Unless y'all want to add anything else. I feel like we're at a natural stopping point.
What's the deal with air fryers?
Anyway, thanks for listening this week, guys. Can you add like YouTube outro music to this part, Craig, in post? Like,
Thank you, Craig.
If I wanted to, I could get like really shitty royalty-free music.
Yeah,
Well-
that's what I'm thinking. Like royalty free, the pew, 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 pew. You know that one?
Yeah, I could do that. Mhm.
If you ask me, you should get really good Kevin McLeod because not shitty, iconic. But we love Kevin McLeod.
Yeah, I really want to be like transported to like a vlog in 2013. Like a vlog.
Anyway,
that I
guys,
just, like,
thanks for listening to the Sneed Cell podcast. We'll be back next week with some more awesome fucking content for you guys to fucking consume and stuff. God damn it, dude. Thanks for listening, guys.